Hey everybody, it's Ken, and it's been a while. To all of the subscribers on YouTube, um, it's been a while. Thank you uh, for still having, for still being a subscriber. Um, we all go through different alignments in our life, right? In different times, different things. And currently, I personally am going through kind of a recalibration. Is kind of how I've been describing it. Um, Sometimes we don't know how much we have to turn the wrench to get the right vibration or tweak the guitar string until we do it. So um, yeah, but I'm back doing some of these videos for YouTube and for my Patreon as well. So if you're interested, you can head on over to Patreon and subscribe there. We have some behind the scenes videos. We have weekly Rune Wisdom. Yeah, so you can head on over there and support that way if you'd like. But I figured while I'm here, I just did a weekly Rune Wisdom video for the Patreon group, and I figured I'd do one for you guys. So sit back, relax, as we pull some runes for this week, whichever the week is that you're looking at, or I'm sorry, whichever week you're in right now. No. Yes. 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 So, got runes. And there were a lot of them. I didn't anticipate that many. So, I'm just going to let them fall here. Oh. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of 6 of them, one was face up. So if you're familiar with how I read, how I work with the runes, face up is very specific. Face down are underlying currents or threads or themes that are happening. Well, for us today, AWAS, this is connected to the U tree. It is connected to a quarterstaff, so it can be thought of more mainstream as a rune of protection, but also a rune of the balance of life and death, right? That term as above, so below, having the roots and the branches of the yew tree coming down and coming together. So if that's the specific idea, and I will I feel inclined to hold on to the idea of balance of life and death. Like, what do you need to let go of, so that new things can come in. So for those of you watching, I'm going to flip all of these over and pull them up here so I can take a look at them all. Wow. So, your Stan is a rune of stone, foundations. So, I'm pulling this one first because this is about, I think this is about your foundations more specifically. Almost like if you had a mission statement or a statement of ethics or ethics statement or rules or guidelines that you live by, right? We're talking about these type of things right now. We're talking about these more deep, profound, strong ideals and thoughts that you govern your, that you use to decide how you're going to interact with things in this life. So, now it is about Ak is the rune of the oak tree, the rune of sovereignty, the rune of strength as far as in a rooted strength, endurance. It's about becoming sovereign. It's about so you can have a forest full of oak trees that are all independent and sovereign, and still all oak trees, and you can still have a forest full of oak trees. So it's about being this no matter what. Yeah. Now, the next one, Isa, the rune of ice, a rune of stillness, also a rune of a bridge and blockages, both. I think in this one, stillness also, I was writing today for one of my classes, and I was writing about the idea of using Isa as a way to center yourself. I see it as an icicle dropping down through the top of my head, through my body, going out my perineum, all the way to the ground. As I breathe in and breathe out, that icicle grows and grows and grows until it kind of I'm encapsulated in it. And so what it does is it's because it's ice, it slows things down. It allows me to not feel overwhelmed. It allows for this like straight up and down. So part of this is about figuring out and being centered. My latest book that came out is called Get Your Shit Together 101. The goal of that book is for us to interact with life or the things we encounter in life from a place of understanding ourselves while minimizing the influences of others. So we're talking about being centered all the time, or becoming a normal practice. We're also talking about this ice coming in between us so that we can have a boundary with people. But it's about being, again, your own icicle. Then ear, rune of the grave. It's about letting go. It is also connected to the single tree. Which I've been talking a lot about lately, being the only tree in the runes that doesn't have roots because it's a single tree. It's the thing that you hang animals on to butcher them. The final one was Rido. Rido is a rune of journeying, connected to Sleipnir, which is moving from world to world in all of them. Also, some people will kind of define it as spiritual ascent. So, if we're looking at all of those different energies put together, influencing the first one we got, which was Awaz. Where did you go? Awaz, right? The balance of life and death. So, understanding that we have to let things go for new things to come in. What are you grasping so tightly that is actually the thing that's preventing you from moving forward? So, if I'm thinking about it in terms of being in a car or a truck, right? And you have your foot on the gas all the way to the ground, your foot on the brake all the way, you're going to burn out the engine and go nowhere. So where where do you still feel like you need to have the brake on? That's going to have to do with your sovereignty. That's going to have to do with you being able to minimize the influence of others around you by having good boundaries, by good boundaries for you, um, by having the basics of knowing how to center myself, how to ground myself, how to create boundaries. When do I need time for myself? What is my body talking about? So getting to know your own self, being your own icicle, right? Being your own entity. Um, through that process of figuring those things out, you'll be able to let go of and get rid of the things that you don't need, and the things that are holding you down, so that you can move forward. The energy is ripe right now for this to happen. Whenever you're watching this, the energy is happening for you to let this happen, to make this happen, to help this happen. So you may be feeling a lot of frustration, you may be feeling friction, you may be feeling tension, you may be feeling held back and stuck. So my question to you would be, look at your foundations. My questions, I guess. Look at your foundations. Well, first of all, understanding that something needs to go so that something new can come in. You can't do more than 24 hours in a day's worth of work because there aren't more than 24 hours. We're talking about what are your foundations? What are the things that you believe, and do they need to shift and change? They do need to shift and change. You probably need a little more sovereignty in your life, a little disconnection from other people, a little bit knowing more about yourself and how to function as you, how to keep your cool, how to do all the things that will help you effectively engage with life while minimizing the influences of others. By the way, the part I forgot in all of that was understanding your own needs and desires. So focusing on you, understanding what you need and what you want, that helps get rid of the things that need to go, the things we need to let go of, the things that need to die, so that we can move on. So you're going to go through the little process of what needs to go so that I can move forward. The things that you're going to look at needing to go are foundational. They're things that keep you from being sovereign and keep you from being centered and effective in this life. That was a lot. 13 minutes. However, there were 6 runes that came out today. So, I know you got something out of this. And I've enjoyed being back here with you in the runes. So, as always, may your weird be filled with health, wealth, strength, and virility.